And we're back with Spider-Man, the animated series, this time Season 1, Episode 11. Yeah, and this time the proper reactions are back, as in I don't know what the hell is going to happen, because for the last 3 episodes, I had seen them a long time ago, so I knew the story beats. I just didn't know how it was going to... I couldn't remember a lot of the dialogue and everything. And to be honest, I do have a bit more of appreciation for it now that I actually understand it, now that I'm older. Because obviously, when you're young, you only care about the Spider-Man action scenes, but yeah, it's very well done, very well written. The previous arc was, so yeah, a lot of fun with the black suit and Venom and everything. It was just nice. It was just nicely done. Very nicely done. So we'll see if this episode can hang with those. So I imagine we're going to get a new villain. Is it going to be a villain I recognise? Is it not? Who knows? So yeah, I don't know why I'm wasting time talking. So let's just get into Season 1, Episode 11 of Spider-Man the Animated Series, starting right now. The Hobgoblin! Okay.
I know this is a little sudden, Parker, but it's a beautiful, huge apartment overlooking Central Park. But why do you want me as your roommate? We hardly know each other, Osborne. Then you really are serious? Me? Hardly ever. But my old man is. So for my sake,
Okay.
yes. But how am I going to afford it? Well, taken care of. Dear old dad will pay for everything. Some deal. Should support. Furthermore...
Hey! P, you have no idea what you just done.
But you're a little late for Halloween. Named Hobgoblin. And you're right on time. For your funeral.
Hey!
I hope they finish each other off. I want to know who that madman is.
Oh!
Enjoying the flight? Some flight? No peanuts? No Stallone movie? Get out of here! Now to make it easy, Spider-Man. Oh no! My web shooters are empty.
Wow. What a terrible time for that to happen.
Never done this before. Only one chance to get it right.
Oh!
Yeah. Perfect landing. Just like I planned it.
Oh.
Are you okay, Dad? Fine. Yeah, thanks. I'm okay too.
Wow. Wow, Norman.
Failed me miserably. No. You failed to tell me Spider-Man would get involved. It's just a bump in the road. I made you the Hobgoblin, and now I'm unmaking you. Don't forget, I know your real identity. I've stored it where it will come out if anything happens to me. You owe me, Osborne, and I'll take the wing as my down payment. Bugle photographer Peter Parker of Queens. Push Fisk out of harm's way.
Good gracious, Peter. You could have been hurt.
No, well done for saving someone's life.
Anna's not too keen on having that big house around the corner all to herself. So, we discussed her moving in with me.
Well, this is perfect. You'll have someone here to keep you company, and I can go. Jet it off into the
Oh.
No offense, but you and Harry could be busted in a minute by the design police. Lucky for you, I'm here to help.
Big windows. Perfect for web slinging. Moving out? That could be the best thing I ever did.
Yep. You've messed with the wrong person. Yep, Fisk has got you.
Welcome. Not even you can fly high enough or fast enough to avoid a trip to the next world.
Aren't you curious who hired me to wipe you out?
Oh no.
Hobgoblin, you amuse me. Now tell me what you really want.
Money! I
at the same time, I'll test your loyalty to me.
Okay, let's go.
The Hobgoblin's been assembled. The rational fear and terror. I want this feast to be the very last thing my enemies see.
Cool. Oh. Oh.
Perfect. I'm getting two birds with one stone.
Oh.
Harry!
Take it.
Aunt May, can you hear me?
He reminds me of myself as a young man. Perhaps I'll train you. He's my protege.
How touching.
I don't think Smythe likes that.
Ah, no. Glad to see you so hard at work. What is it, Fisk?
Harry, what is this Fisk?
This is what happens when someone tries to double-cross me.
So, Osborne, I found a new job. Hope you don't mind, but I used your name on my resume.
Isn't life full of surprises?
My inventions. They're my life's work.
You have 24 hours to sign them over to me. Do be prompt.
It'll wipe me out.
You sure?
And
Your
Harry.
life's work or your son?
You kidnapped my son. Kingpin's a double-crossing snake. You're a lying opportunist. We can get Fisk together.
What is his angle here?
You have your company and your son. What's in it for you? I want the Kingpin. It goes twice as high and 4 times as fast as your old glider. There's a full complement of missiles, smart bombs.
Hey, here we go.
Same journey. Let's see what this baby can really do.
Woo! I'm a big fan of the action in this. Oh! Oosh. Oh! Oi! Yeah, well, obviously he's not dead. Okay, you know what? I was wondering when this episode was going to end because it felt like it was going on for a long time, but I was not. It was not a problem because this was a very, very good episode. A lot of people in this episode as well. Yeah. The Hobgoblin. You know what? I've always thought Hobgoblin. Because I can't remember which one was. I don't know which one was created first, but I always felt like he was a cheap version of the Green Goblin. And Green Goblin is probably my favourite Spider-Man villain, so I've always felt like Hobgoblin is just a cheap imitation of him. But I don't know if that's the case because I don't know which character was created first. Obviously in this one it was the Hobgoblin, so let's see. Who came first? Green Goblin first appeared in The Amazing Spider-Man 14, 1964, Hobgoblin in The Amazing Spider-Man 238 in 1983. So, almost a 19-year difference between them. Hobgoblin came 19 years sooner, so I wonder why they went different with this one. I mean, maybe they thought it would be a bit much if they decided that they were going to do Venom and then move straight into Green Goblin. So they decided to go with Hobgoblin instead. Honestly, this was a very good episode. Hobgoblin, he was a very cool villain as well. I think he might be. You know what? Just to get the ranking out of the way, I know the Symbiote trilogy has been the top 3 episodes of this season so far, and it's probably going to remain that way. But let's just So 10, 9, and 8 are the top episodes of this season. I feel like this goes directly between 8 and 3. So this takes the 4th place because it was a very good episode. Hobgoblin was a very good character. You got what I imagine is going to be the start of the friendship between Harry and Peter. And not to mention we're probably headed for Fisk versus Osborne. So a lot of good stuff there. So yeah, first Hobgoblin shows up. He's just already got his not even like an origin story of him really. It's just he's already got his weapons, his glider, his costume, his mask. He's already got it all, and he's going after Fisk. He's going after Wilson Fisk, who's at this public appearance for the opening. Well, not even really the opening, but I don't know. It's supposed to be like the opening of the Fisk Criminology Centre or something like that. It's supposed to be a college. I swear to God, when Harry and Peter were walking up, there was already a building there. So why is Fisk shoveling dirt outside? Because that's usually what you do when that's something you usually do when you're like signifying that we're beginning the construction of it. But I swear there was already a building there. I don't know. I'm tired, it's early. On the way there, Peter and Harry, because Peter and Harry don't know each other that well. I mean, Harry's only been in a couple of episodes. I think this is only the 2nd episode that he's been in. But they're talking and Harry has offered him a place to stay in his awesome, nice little bachelor's pad overlooking Central Park. And Norman is paying for everything. What a deal that is. What a deal that is. But yeah, whilst Fisk is doing the whole shoveling dirt that seems completely useless because there was a building there. I'm not going to get over that. But Hobgoblin shows up and Peter acts... Peter, not even accidentally, he saves Fisk. But he's accidentally saved the Kingpin. Someone who's been causing him a lot of trouble this far. I was just thinking this. It's amazing. I love how Peter, Spider-Man, doesn't even have a clue about the Kingpin. Like, he's not even interacted with the Kingpin. He's never even heard the name Kingpin. He doesn't know that a Kingpin exists. All he's done is... Like, the closest he's done is interact with Smythe. And Smythe has never said anything about Kingpin. So I love that they're keeping Kingpin and Spider-Man separate from each other. Like, Peter doesn't even know he exists yet. And he has accidentally saved... Peter just accidentally saved the man who has caused him so much trouble so far. And I'll tell you what, the action in this episode with Spider-Man, the Glider and Hobgoblin, it was so good. It was so good. Just the aerial action between the goblins and Spider-Man. Because you get it with Green Goblin as well, I imagine. Having to fight in the air. Because he's never faced a villain who's outmaneuvered him like this before. Because I like how each villain has kind of tested Spider-Man in a different way. Like, this is the most maneuverable villain that Spider-Man has faced before. Then you got villains like Rhino, who are like the strongest, and Rhino and Venom, who are like the strongest villains he's ever faced before. Then you got villains like Mysterio, who test his spider sense. But yeah, the action in this was very good, very well done. And a near save by Peter from falling onto the spiked fence. That was close. Very close. And honestly, Aunt May, she did it. Not even a thank you, not even a well done, a pat on the back for saving Fisk's life. Like, she watched him on screen, on camera, save someone's life, and not even a pat on the back or anything. Not even a well done for saving someone's life. I mean, I get the whole being worried about him and all, but surely a well done wouldn't go amiss. And then there's the whole moving out thing as well. Turns out Mary Jane is going to be moving in with Aunt May. Mary Jane's going to move in with Aunt May whilst Peter goes to move with Harry. Honestly, she didn't even when she goes to visit him, she didn't even get into the apartment before she was knocked out with knockout gas and sent to the hospital. I imagine Spider-Man is going to be particularly ruthless against Hobgoblin now because of what he did to Aunt May. Meanwhile, you've got all the stuff going on with Hobgoblin. Like, it turns out he's working for Norman Osborn to try and take out Fisk. Then Osborn fires him because he failed to kill Kingpin before. So Osborn fires him, and then Hobgoblin immediately switches sides and goes over to Fisk. Well, he tries breaking in and tries discovering his secrets before he gets caught. So I love that Kingpin is always one step ahead. He knew Hobgoblin would come along looking for him, and so he got him caught. In exchange for the name of the man who hired him, Fisk hires Hobgoblin. Apparently he sees a lot of himself in the Hobgoblin, like the ambition and everything. Yep, and Hobgoblin, true intentions, he's just after money. Well, not intentions, but his motivation, what he's after, it's just money, and he wants to be the Kingpin. And I love that Kingpin is only keeping him around because of the novelty of him. Because Hobgoblin amuses him, and that's the only reason he's keeping him around, and he wants to train him to be a protege. I imagine Smythe is not happy about that. But then, Hobgoblin, the second that Fisk denies him one payment, well, he doesn't even deny him a payment, he just says, I'll pay you when I say I'll pay you. And then he immediately goes back to Osborn to ask for more weapons to take out Fisk. So what? Obviously he's got no loyalty but to himself, but will he side with one over the other? Because he's got Fisk and Osborn are already against each other. They're already at each other's throats, and he's just bouncing back and forth to see who pays more money. Because if it's Fisk, he'll kill Osborn and then just wait for Fisk to slip up, and then he'll take Kingpin's spot himself. Or he'll just take the fast track and go with Osborn to get enough money to kill Fisk and then take over the criminal empire. Either way, he just wants to be the Kingpin. He just wants more money, and it just depends which one is going to offer him more, Fisk or Osborn. Yeah, a lot of good stuff. Meanwhile, Peter's managed to, and Smythe is spying on him as well, so he knows that Hobgoblin went back to Osborn. I wonder what Fisk will do when he hears about that. And kidnapping Harry as well to give an incentive to Osborn. Meanwhile, Spider-Man has tracked Goblin, not tracked Goblin over to Oscorp, but he realised that Hobgoblin, he talks too much. He talked about getting two birds with one stone, and he took Harry. And so he knows that it's got something to do with Norman. Hence why he goes to Oscorp and he finds Hobgoblin there. So I wonder what kind of connection he's going to make, because obviously he's not dead. I wonder what kind of connections he's going to make, and if any suspicion is going to fall onto Norman because of all this. Maybe he'll learn about... This is the closest that Spider-Man's getting to Fisk, so maybe he'll learn about Fisk in the next episode. Yeah, this is all very good stuff. And I can't wait until next week, but for this week, that's all we've got for this episode of Spider-Man the Animated Series. Until next time, we are over and out.